good result, but it wasn't easy, was it?
No, it's a massive, important result for us. And then the way that the game went, 2-1, to try to dig a result out of it, we're obviously delighted with that. It was very difficult conditions, made difficult by the officials. Let's get that right. I don't think the game went longer than 30 seconds, which makes it difficult to get any kind of flow in the game. So under other circumstances, we've got to be delighted that we come out of it with a massively valuable 3 points after the disappointment of the result, not the performance, the result on Tuesday night.
A bizarre first half, jubilation from getting the equaliser, then moments later what we think is a soft penalty, and Mick, that's a bit of a blow going into half time for you.
Yeah, especially when you just get back into it again. What you don't do is I mean, that's one of the laws of football, if you like. You make sure that you do not lose a quick goal again after getting yourself back in it again. And we did. We think it's a soft penalty, like you say. But the facts are, we come out the second half again. We've had to maybe mess around with the shape a little bit to try and get at them a little bit. It was a scrappy sort of game. It wouldn't be one that will be coming over the DVD in years to come, let's put it that way. But the important thing is that we get a massive 3 points.
Forcing the changes in the first half, did that make a big difference?
Well, we were forced into changes before the game as well. We have a number of injuries that hopefully will clear up, and obviously we have fact. It's no disrespect to the pitch. We have players that can't play on it. They pay for it days later, and we have some today that will pay for it as well. And we were at times. We got an injury to Jeff, so we have to make a little change there. And then we end up playing with two wingers at wing back three. So we end up having as big a go, as, if you like, positively as we possibly can. And every credit to the subs that come on. I'm delighted for Mangi has come on and scored a good goal, and Tot's made a very good impact for us. So all over, really pleased with that. Buckle steps up in the 90th minute of 130 that we ended up playing, and scores a pressure penalty and gets us the 3 points. So really pleased.
Does it make it more rewarding for you having that there's a thin squad?
Yeah, that hopefully we'll take the positives out of that. There's no doubt about that. We'll try and take positives out of everything that we do. But yeah, we are done to the bare bones. But we should be all right. Listen, we're not complaining. We've got players that have worked hard and they deserve their opportunity to come in. So they came in today and did that. So the important thing is we've got a valuable, very, very valuable 3 points.
There's been a few penalties this week against Samuel. Was it nice to see a penalty for us in the right area?
Is that the second one we've had this season, I think? There's got to be something wrong there, isn't there? Because we get an 18-yard box a hell of a lot. But I'm just delighted we get the 3 points. That's the important thing. It was at 2-1. We all know, listen, we want to bounce back, so we know the importance of bouncing back, and from Tuesday night, and the boys have dug in and achieved that.
Difficult second half, maybe ball's not going our way, the surface not playing our way, 2-1 down. We've shown the importance of sticking to it and really fighting to the end with the 2 late goals. Yeah,
we never, listen, if we're going to comb over it and say what we did do and what we didn't do, we certainly never passed it well enough. Our decision making, we'd have to say, wasn't what it should be for the standards that we set. And at times gave the ball away far too cheaply, or went forward too quickly when we maybe could have made another pass. But one thing that you can't level up is that they didn't show a massive amount of character to come back into it in belief. We've got players who, when the time came, were able to get that victory for us.
And we've seen Manny Monte, his debut today. He's a big man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a handful. He really is. He's done this before. He's a lovely, lovely lad. He's fiercely competitive, as you see. It's his first game. A 6'5" guy on 4G. Must be a challenge. I must admit, I'm not that size myself, but I can see that it must be a challenge. But he's certainly acquitted himself really well. We've seen the qualities that he has. We're pleased to have him here, obviously for the reasons that everybody knows, with the injuries, and Big Steve can't play on 4G. So really pleased that the big man's come in, and he'll be a valuable addition with his experience to the group.
Hughes out injured, obviously don't know what what the extent is. Northern, too much ban with 10 yellow cards. A bit thin now in centre mid. Is it too early for Wallace to step in, or is it going to be looking to maybe bring some people into box of the squad?
Yeah, too early for James. Obviously we'll need to have a look at it now, where we're up to with the midfield thing. We'll see how Jeff is in the next 24 hours. I think it might just be a tight hamstring, I don't know, but we'll see how that is. And I'm sure if we need to do something, and if it's an option that's available to us, then we would probably look to try and do that.
And having that, we're almost in France. Fair few Tranmere fans coming down today.
Mega, absolutely delighted with them. Listen, they were brilliant. They were brilliant. Stuck with us again. We certainly, for long periods, never weren't recognisable to the team that they probably are used to seeing. But one thing is the boys have gone out there and fought for them, fought hard, kept believing. Even though we don't play the type of football that we all know that is demanded at Tranmere, they got over the line and we got a valuable 3 points in the end.
Taking the equation out of how the pitch affects people's bodies, what did you think of the way it played in terms of the bounce of the ball? Because it seemed a lot slower and lower than it would maybe on grass.
I mean, that's probably a different interview for a different time, but it is really different, isn't it? It is really different. I think that this is actually a very good one, but it is very, very different. It's not what you're used to seeing, not what you're used to playing on. You've got to be able to adapt and adjust as a footballer, and this is certainly one of the challenges that you get playing in non-league, because this is the highest that you can use these types of pitches. But listen, I've no problem about players having to adapt and adjust. I won't whinge about the pitch. I won't do that. You have to be good enough to be able to adjust and adapt and overcome and get results, and thankfully the players were able to do that today.
Jack Dunn's first appearance in September lasted the full 90 minutes. How do you think he did?
Well, he's been in a winning team, so that will no doubt give a young lad massive confidence, because he hasn't been in the group for a while. He has had these problems with injuries, but he went there and fought hard for us in a difficult, frustrating afternoon, but he played his part, showed a lot of spirit and was involved, I think, in Mangy's goal. So no, I'm pleased that the boys that came in, Mangy's come off the bench, he's not been involved for a long time and does what he does best and gets you that goal that sparks us. So no, all in all, pleased with the contribution in difficult circumstances.
We've talked a little bit about momentum before, after games this season, and surely that kind of win, you can take so much out of it, especially coming on the back of Macclesfield.
Oh, we'll try and build on it. We'll use every ounce of positivity we can from it. I'm pleased with the 3 points. It was massive that we got them today, and we will move on and get ourselves up the road and be pleased that we've got 3 points with us.
And you called for character after Tuesday as well. You must be thrilled with the fight, the heart they showed.
Yeah, pleased with that. Quality, we can be better. I'm not a manager that will stand here and I love Tranmere, and I won't be a manager that will stand here and ever try and bluff and bravado people, but certainly in terms of fight and desire to pick up a valuable 3 points, an absolute 10 out of 10. They kept going right to the very end. We'll be glad to get back on grass on Monday.